Hello everyone. I think I'm live now. If you are having any audio issues, I apologize, let me know and I'll do what I can to fix it. But thank you so much for joining me for the Office Trivia tonight. I'm very excited to host the Office Trivia. It's one of my favorite shows from when I was younger. It sounds weird to say, but it does feel like it was a long time ago that was on TV. First, right off the bat, I want to thank Fountaindale Public Library for sponsoring and hosting trivia tonight. Very, very kind of them. They've been hosting a lot of trivia events lately, which is a great way to get people together and to do something fun on a weeknight. Apologies. So, we're not going to get started for another 10 minutes or so. So you guys have plenty of time if you have other people you know that are wanting to play trivia. If you need to run and grab another snack or something like that, you have the time to do so. And I won't get into how trivia is going to work for a little bit here. I want to make sure that everybody who needs to hear it can hear it. But yeah, everything tonight, as I said, is The Office related. So that's very exciting. You also have a little bit of time to Google some hard trivia questions. Pro tip. But that being said, only Google things now. Please do not Google answers during trivia. It's probably very easy to look those up when you're at home. I am obviously not encouraging you to do so, but maybe right now, go ahead and look up some stuff on The Office. Maybe queue up a few episodes that you really love for after trivia. But yeah, please do not cheat while you are at home. I can say that we will be going over the standings every 10 questions or so. I have 36 questions total for you all tonight. One of those will be the practice question to get you started. Practice question is going to be pretty easy. It's just to get you used to how trivia is going to work if you have not played with Baig of Tricks before. So there you go. Like I said, we won't get started for a little bit here. I want to make sure that everybody has time to get in on this trivia game. If you do not have the link to play trivia tonight, I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the YouTube comments. And feel free to, chat amongst yourselves in the YouTube comments. You are more than welcome to do so in the chat there. Okay, so that is the link to play trivia tonight. You're just going to want to click on that link and then you can join in with your name, or if you'd prefer, you can use a fun team name that's The Office related. You don't have to, of course, and you don't have to play as a team. If you're playing by yourself, that's totally fine. I'm normally playing trivia by myself when I'm at home, so totally acceptable. So that's really all you need to do to get started. I can tell you that if you are playing trivia on your phone, you will want to be watching YouTube on another device, whether that is your laptop or your TV that has YouTube on it, whichever is easier for you. Go ahead and get that all queued up. It does work a little bit better if you have YouTube on your TV. What I like to do is play trivia on my laptop so that I can, it just feels like it's a little faster at being able to respond to the questions. So potentially gaining you a few more points in tonight's trivia game. I'm not saying it's a, surefire hack to trivia, but I think it's just a little bit faster. If you are having any issues, I do apologize that YouTube does have a little bit of a lag. So if I say the timer has now begun, it might be a few seconds after it actually starts on your end. So what you're going to want to do is make sure you have an eye on the device that you're playing trivia on. And then you will know exactly when that timer does start so that you're not waiting for me to say it. It's just an FYI. It doesn't look like it's a huge delay. Maybe 3 or 4 seconds, so not too bad. So you guys should be just fine with that. But again, just keep an eye on whatever device you're playing on. And something else I can recommend is to try to not have Wi-Fi on too many devices. For example, you could turn off Wi-Fi on your phone if you're watching YouTube on there, or you could turn off Wi-Fi on just a few devices. I don't know. Again, not a foolproof method, but that should help to make sure that whatever device you're playing trivia on has the least lag, if that makes sense. So hopefully you don't run into any of those issues there, but if you do have any kind of technical issues, go ahead and refresh the page that you're playing trivia on. Usually that solves problems for you pretty quickly. So there you go. That's all that you need to do with that. And we got about 5 minutes until we get started, so I'm going to go over a little bit more on how tonight's game is going to work. As I mentioned, this is all the Office-themed trivia. I have 35 The Office questions for you guys, and they are all multiple choice. So that means that I will read the question. I will then read the 4 possible answer choices, and then I will open it up for answering for you guys. You have 25 seconds to answer each question, and as that timer ticks down, so does your points possible. So make sure that you're keeping an eye on your device you're playing trivia on, because once that timer starts, you got to answer as quickly as you can so you get the most points possible. If you have a gut feeling, go with that, because if you hesitate and you wait too long, even if you're correct, you just won't get as many points. So try to answer as quickly as possible. After each question, I will go over how everybody answered the question. If you got it wrong, don't worry. It's not going to say, if I was playing, it wouldn't say, well, Phoebe got this one wrong, but everyone else knew it. It'll just say how many teams got each question correct. So no worries there. It's not going to call you out, but we will be going over the standings, as I mentioned, every 10 questions or so, time permitting. So that would be after question 11, after question 21, and after question 31. So that's kind of how the game works tonight. It is a little easier, I think, because of the multiple choice. Some of the Office questions where you have to try to think of characters that were in one episode are so tough, but they are kind of fun. So you have a 25% chance of being correct. So like I said, if you have a gut feeling about some of them and you just know that it was that one character, get your answer in more quickly and you should do just fine. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to turn on the air where I am. All right, apologies for that. It's just a little bit toasty in this upper room that I'm in. So, all right, we're going to get started in just 2 minutes here. So you still have some time if you have some friends that you just know wanted to play the Office trivia. Go ahead and shoot them a text or something and tell them to get on in here. All righty. I'm going to get the game ready on my phone so that I'm ready to host for you guys. I do control the game from my phone, so don't worry if I'm looking at my phone a lot. This is where it's like a remote for the trivia game. That said, because I will be looking at the questions on my computer as well, just so that I can make sure everything's going okay, I will not be able to see the YouTube comments. You guys aren't being super chatty in the comments, so I'm not too worried that I would miss anything, but if you do, again, run into any kind of technical issues and I am unable to see your questions, please just go ahead and refresh the page that you're playing on, and hopefully that takes care of everything. Alrighty. Just a few seconds here before we get started. If you join just a little bit later, if you'd like to use a fun team name, you can do so now. Just refresh the page and it'll ask for a new team name, or you can keep using what you're using. If you do end up encountering an error and you need to refresh the page, do not put in a new team name then, because it will reset all of your points. So do not do that. Now is the only time when you can change your team name. So if you want to use a fun The Office related name, now is your chance. You have a few seconds left to get that set. Okay, looks like everything's good to go on this end. We have 19 people playing tonight, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me for trivia. This is one of the best parts of my week. It's really fun to be able to talk to people. Oh, hey, we have a few people in the comments there. Thank you guys for showing up. We have Natty Boy KP testing. Your comment did show up, so well done there. And Kevin, the code to join, if you go to the URL that I typed in, you should not have to use a code. But if it is asking for one, I just posted the whole URL again. My apologies. So the code you're going to want to use to join, just in case you need it, is 101220P, which is just today's date, and the P is for my first name. So there you go. That is the code that you will need. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me for the Office trivia. I'm going to make sure everything is all set up. Yes, Amy, I totally agree. Monday night trivia is one of my favorite ways to start the week. It just feels right. And it's a good way to end a Monday. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get this game started. Okay, let me go ahead and switch over your visual on YouTube. Apologies if you see behind the curtain for a second there. All right, there we go. So you should now see a screen that says Bag of Tricks, the Office Online Trivia for Fountaindale Library, and today's date, which is the 12th. Thank you guys so much again for joining. I know I say it a lot, but I really do have fun doing these trivia events, so I hope that you guys are as excited as I am. And here we go with our practice question. Okay, what is the name of your host today? That is myself. Again, this is a practice question. It's not too tricky. It's just to get you used to how the game works. And again, it's not worth any points. So let's go ahead with that question. What is the name of your host today? That is myself. Is it A, Pam, B, Meredith, C, Kelly, or D, Phoebe? The timer has begun, and this should give you a good idea for whether there's a lag on your end and about how long it is, because I'm sure the timer started before I actually said that it did in the YouTube video. So again, apologies for that delay. Again, not a whole lot I can do on my end. I have my laptop plugged into the Ethernet, so best I can say is try not to have too many devices on Wi-Fi in your home, and hopefully that fixes things. All right, that's time for our first question. Not worth any points, and it looks like 100% of you said Phoebe, and you are 100% correct. That is my name, and obviously the other three names were characters on The Office, so let's go ahead and get right into the Office-themed questions with question number 2. According to Prison Mike, what is the worst part of prison? Is it A, the beds, B, the food, C, the Dementors, or D, the guards? Okay, your time has now started. Go ahead and get your answer in. Pardon me. According to Prison Mike, what was the worst part of prison? Was it the beds, the food, the Dementors, or the guards? All right, that's time for question 2. Let's take a look at how you did. 16 said it was the Dementors and 2 said it was the food. The correct answer for question 2 is the Dementors. The worst part of prison was the Dementors. So that's question number 2. Well done to the 16 that got it right. Here's question number 3. What comedian does Michael impersonate that leads to the branch having a diversity day training? Was he impersonating A, Eddie Murphy, B, Richard Pryor, C, Chris Rock, or D, Dave Chappelle? All right, time has started. Go ahead and get your answer in. What comedian does Michael impersonate that leads to the branch having a diversity day training? Is that Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Chris Rock, or Dave Chappelle? All right, that's time on question 3. Let's take a look at how you did. 13 of you said Chris Rock and 5 said Eddie Murphy. The correct answer here is Chris Rock. 13 of you knew it. Well done on question number 3. Here's question number 4. During the beach games, who is abandoned in the lake wearing a sumo costume? Is that A, Toby, B, Jim, C, Andy, or D, Dwight? Time has started. Go ahead and get your answers in now. During the beach games, who is abandoned in the lake wearing a sumo costume? Is that Toby, Jim, Andy, or Dwight? All right, that's time on question 4. Let's take a look at how you did. 100% of you said Andy, and you are 100% correct on that one. Well done. So that's points for everybody. Congratulations. All right, let's see if everybody gets question number 5. What was Michael cooking on his George Foreman when he burnt his foot? Was he cooking A, eggs, B, bacon, C, waffles, or D, toast? Okay, the timer has started. Go ahead and submit your choice. What was Michael cooking on his George Foreman when he burnt his foot? Was it eggs, bacon, waffles, or toast? All right, that's time on question 5. Let's take a look at how you did. Okay, 18 said bacon and 1 said eggs. The correct answer is what the majority thought it is, bacon. He just likes the smell of bacon in the morning. So there you go. That's question 5. And here's question number 6. In the episode Andy's Play, what musical was Andy starring in? Was that A, Sweeney Todd, B, Les Mis, C, Cats, or D, Chicago? All right, time has started. You have 30 seconds. In the episode Andy's Play, what musical was Andy starring in? Was it Sweeney Todd, Les Mis, Cats, or Chicago? All right, that is time on question 6. Let's see how you did. 100% of you said Sweeney Todd. You are absolutely correct. Didn't fool you with the Cats option. He did dress up as Rum Tum Tugger once for Halloween, though. So there you go. That's question number 6. Let's go to question number 7. In the famous CPR training scene, what song does Michael start to sing when asked to pump to the tune of Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees? Is it A, Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis, B, How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees, C, I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, or D, Wouldn't It Be Nice by the Beach Boys? What do you think? That timer has now started. Go ahead and submit what you think the answer is. In the famous CPR training scene, what song does Michael start to sing when asked to pump to the tune of Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees? Is it A, Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis, B, How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees, C, I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, or D, Wouldn't It Be Nice by the Beach Boys? All right, that's time. Let's take a look at how you did. 18 said, I Will Survive, and 1 said, How Deep Is Your Love? The correct answer here is he starts singing I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. So that's points for 18 teams. Well done there on question 7. Let's see how you do with question number 8. Okay. Which of Angela's cats does Dwight put in the freezer? Is it A, Sprinkles, B, Sparkles, C, Bandit, or D, Fluffy? Time has started. Go ahead and submit your choice of cat. Which of Angela's cats does Dwight put in the freezer? Is it Sprinkles, Sparkles, Bandit, or Fluffy? Alrighty, that's time on question 8. Let's take a look at how you did. 100% of you absolutely knew that it was sprinkles, so well done there. That's going to be one where how quickly you answered really shows in the standings with how many points you got. Sorry. I thought I could make a good joke there and it did not land, so apologies. Here's question number 9. Who started the office fire? Is it A, Toby, B, Michael, C, Ryan, or D, Stanley? Timer has started. What do you think? Who started the office fire? Was that Toby, Michael, Ryan, or Stanley? All right, that's time for question 9. Let's see how you did. 17 of you said Ryan, 1 said Michael, and 1 said Toby. Most of you were correct. It is Ryan. So there you go. Ryan started the fire. That was the correct answer for question 9. Well done. Here's question number 10. When did Kelly and Ryan hook up for the first time? Was it A, Kelly's birthday, B, February 13th, C, New Year's Eve, or D, February 14th? All right, time has started. Go ahead and get your answers in now. When did Ryan and Kelly hook up for the first time? Was it Kelly's birthday, February 13th, New Year's Eve, or February 14th? What do you think? All right, that's time on question 10. Let's see. 16 of you said February 13th, 2 said February 14th, and 1 said New Year's Eve. Nobody said her birthday, but that's okay. That's not the right answer here. The correct answer is February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. So there you go. 16 teams got points on the board with question 10. We're going to go to question 11 now and then take that first look at the leaderboard. So, question 11, what item of Dwight's did Jim put into Jell-O? What item of Dwight's did Jim put into Jell-O? Was it a stapler, B, a mug, C, a calculator, or D, a pen? All right, time has begun. What do you think? What item of Dwight's did Jim put into Jell-O? Was it a stapler, a mug, a calculator, or a pen? I believe he's put most of these items into Jell-O, so remember, we're talking about Dwight. Although I think that's probably the easiest version of this question. All right, that's time on question 11. Let's see how you did. 18 of you said stapler and 1 said calculator. If memory serves, he put Andy's calculator into Jell-O and Michael's mug into Jell-O. But he put Dwight's stapler into Jell-O again, apparently. So 18 of you put points on the board there. Well done. And here is that first look at the leaderboard. Okay. We have Cupid Sparrow in first, Beansman in second, Andy and Big Tuna in third. Then we have Sexy Toby, Knights of the Night, Kevin Cock and the Zits, Kevin Cock, Becca, Wernham Dog, Bell Peppers, Bears Beats, Battlestar Galactica, Curtis Halpert, Amy, Kiana K, Leisha, Middle of the Pack at Best, and MGS Mifflins, Spooky Scary Skeletons, and Emily. So those are your standings after just the first 10 questions. If you'd like to see your score go up a little more, don't worry. We still have 25 questions for you, so there's plenty of time to put some more points on the board there. What's fascinating is how close the standings are right now between like first and was that sixth or seventh place? There's only about a 10-point difference, so this is still very much anybody's game, and there are actually 2 ties right now between for 8th place and for 14th place. So, like I said, there's a lot that can happen in the next 25 questions. So let's go ahead and find out with question number 12. In the episode The Launch Party, what is the preferred pizza place among the office staff? Is that pizza place A, Pizza by Armando, B, Alfredo's Best Pizza, C, Pizza by Alfredo, or D, Alfredo's Pizza Cafe? All right, time has started on this one. In the episode Launch Party, what is the preferred pizza place among the office staff? Was that Pizza by Armando, Alfredo's Best Pizza, Pizza by Alfredo, or Alfredo's Pizza Cafe? And this GIF is one of my favorite things. It's in a later episode where they have those, I forget what it's like an iPad kind of thing, but it's like a phone, but it's a triangle. And instead of having the phone in his pocket, Stanley has a piece of pizza. Just very well done. All right, let's take a look. 10 of you said Pizza by Alfredo, 7 said Alfredo's Pizza Cafe, and 1 said Pizza by Armando. Pizza by Alfredo and Alfredo's Pizza Cafe were the 2 that were mentioned in the episode, so it is one of those, but the preferred pizza place is Alfredo's Pizza Cafe. So it's the first kind of a tough question, I think. 7 of you got it right. Well done to those 7. Let's see how you do with question 13. In the season 2 episode Halloween, what was Jim's Halloween costume? Was he A, Popeye, B, Facebook, C, Dave, or D, 3-hole punch Jim? All of these are costumes that he's worn, but which was the one from the season 2 episode Halloween? Your timer has now started. Go ahead and submit your choice. In the season 2 episode Halloween, what was Jim's Halloween costume? Was he Popeye, Facebook, Dave, or 3-hole punch version of Jim? All right, that's time on question 13. Let's see how you did. Okay, 15 said 3-hole punch Jim, 2 said Facebook, and 1 said Dave. The correct answer is he was the 3-hole punch version of Jim. I've absolutely done that for hosting office trivia in person before because it's so easy and obvious. Like everybody immediately knows what it is, so I think it's a very good Halloween costume if you're in a pinch. But anyway, here's question 14. Revealed by Michael and Holly in their company picnic skit, what was the name of the branch that was going to be closed down? Was it A, Buffalo, B, Scranton, C, Albany, or D, Stamford? Okay, timer has begun. Go ahead and submit your answers. Revealed by Michael and Holly in their company picnic skit, what was the name of the branch that was going to be closed down? Was that Buffalo, Scranton, Albany, or Stamford? All right, let's see who knew. 16 said Buffalo, 1 said Scranton, and 1 said Stamford. The correct answer is indeed Buffalo, as most of you thought, so 16 teams got it right. Well done there on question 14. Here's question 15 for you. What prize does Phyllis auction off at Michael's Crime Aid fundraiser? Is it A, a Vance mini fridge, B, a hug, C, a makeover, or D, hand knit mittens? All right, time has begun. What do you think? What prize does Phyllis auction off at Michael's Crime Aid fundraiser? Is it a Vance mini fridge, a hug, a makeover, or hand knit mittens? All right, that's time on question 15. Let's see how you did. 15 of you said a hug and 2 said a Vance mini fridge. The correct answer, though, is indeed a hug, with 15 of you putting points on the board there. Question 15. 15. So well done there on that one. Here's question number 16 for you. Okay, what is the number that Kevin invents to compensate for his accounting errors? Is that A, 11, B, 11, C, 13, or D, dunder 8? Time has begun. Go ahead and submit what you think it is. What is the number that Kevin invents to compensate for his accounting errors? Is that a 11, a 11, a 13, or a dunder 8? All right, that's time on 16. Let's see who knew. 15 of you said 11, 2 said 11, and 1 said 13. The correct answer is a 11. So that's points for 83% of you. I don't know how he got hired, but he sure is funny on the show, so doesn't matter too much. But here is question 17. Who plays a character that is not killed off in Michael's action thriller Threat Level Midnight? Is it A, Andy, B, Toby, C, Oscar, or D, Jan? Time has started. Go ahead and get your answers in. Who plays a character that is not killed off in Michael's action thriller Threat Level Midnight? Is it Andy, Toby, Oscar, or Jan? All right, that's time on question 17. Let's take a look at how you did. 10 said Andy, 2 said Oscar, and 6 said Jan. Nobody said Toby because, yeah, obviously Michael killed off Toby's character. So the correct answer here is Andy. He was that bartender guy. He was not killed off. So there you go. Let's see how you do with question 18. What character interviewed a young Michael on the children's television program Fundle Bundle? Was it A, Barbara Clauters, D, Tom Broclaws, C, Edward R. Meow, or D, Walter Cronkite? Character is pictured there in the image, but what is their name? Your time starts now. Go ahead and submit your choice. What character interviewed a young Michael on the children's television program Fundle Bundle? Was that Barbara Clauters, Tom Broclaws, Edward R. Meow, or Walter Cronkite? All right, that's time on question 18. Let's see who knew it. 14 of you said Edward R. Meow, 2 said Tom Broclaws, and 2 of you said Walter Cronkite. One of those is correct, and it is Edward R. Meow. That was his name. So well done on question 18 there to 14 teams. Here's question 19. Kevin bests Andy and Daryl at a no-rules board game based on what popular television show? Is it A, Dallas, B, Falcon Crest, C, Knight Rider, or D, Dynasty? What do you think? You have 30 seconds starting now. Kevin bests Andy and Daryl at a no rules board game based on what popular television show? Is it Dallas, Falcon Crest, Knight Rider, or Dynasty? Just under half the time remaining. I haven't been telling you how much time you have left very often because I realize with the lag it's not probably super helpful, but All right, that's time on question 19. Let's see how you did. 17 of you said Dallas, 1 said Knight Rider, and the 17 who said Dallas are absolutely correct. That was the name of the board game, so there you go. That's points for 17 teams playing. Here's question 20 for you. Which of the following was not included in the teapot that Jim gave Pam at the office Christmas party? Was it A, a baseball card, B, a hot sauce packet, C, a yearbook picture, or D, a golf pencil? All right, time starts now. Go ahead and submit your choice. Which of the following was not included in the teapot that Jim gave Pam at the office Christmas party? Was that a baseball card, a hot sauce packet, a yearbook picture, or a golf pencil? All right, and that's time for question 20. Let's take a look at how you did. 14 said a baseball card and 4 said golf pencil. The correct answer here, though, was the baseball card. 78% of you are correct on that one. There was no baseball card in the teapot. All right, we're going to go to question 21 and then take another look at the leaderboard. Okay, what is the secret to Kevin's famous chili recipe? Is it A, a dash of cinnamon, B, dice the tomatoes, C, mince the garlic, or D, undercook the onions? All right, time has now started. Go ahead and submit your answer. What is the secret to Kevin's famous chili recipe? Is it a dash of cinnamon, dice the tomatoes, mince the garlic, or undercook the onions? All right, that is time on question number 21. Let's take a look at how you did. Okay, 18 of you said undercook the onions, and you are 100% correct on that, so well done. That's points for everybody right before we go to the leaderboard, but how quickly you answer may affect where you are on that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, we have Cupid Sparrow holding on to first, Knights of the Night in second, and Kiana K in third. All with 20 questions answered correctly and only 20 points in difference between first and second place. And the teams behind them are doing really well also. This is still a really close game. And we do still have 15 questions left. So if you want to see your score go up a little bit, there's still plenty of time for that. Like I said, we still have 15 questions that are all about The Office left. It was just on TV when I left to go host trivia, so maybe it'll still be on when we're all done. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But those are your standings. I'll let it scroll by one more time before going into question number 22. And we will look at the standings again after question 31. So there you go. That's the leaderboard. Here's question 22. What branch of Dunder Mifflin did Karen become the regional manager of? Was that A, Scranton, B, Stamford, C, Albany, or D, Utica? All right, your timer has now begun. What do you think? Which branch of Dunder Mifflin did Karen become the regional manager of? Was it Scranton, Stamford, Albany, or Utica? All right, that's time on question 22. Let's take a look at how you did. 13 of you said Utica, 3 said Stamford, and 1 said Albany. Nobody said Scranton. That one's pretty obvious that she was never the regional manager there. And so the correct answer for question 22 is Utica, with 13 teams adding some points to their score. So well done there on question 22. Here is question number 23. Which character attended high school with Michael? Is it A, Todd Packer, B, Toby, C, Phyllis, or D, Stanley? All right, you have 30 seconds starting now. Go ahead and submit your answer for which character attended high school with Michael. Was that Todd Packer, Toby, Phyllis, or Stanley? All right, that's time for question 23. Let's see who knew this one. 17 of you said Phyllis and 1 said Todd Packer. I can see how you might think it's Todd Packer because of their buddy-buddy friendship, but the correct answer here is indeed Phyllis, with 17 of you adding points to your score. So well done there. She's constantly reminding Michael that they are the same age. And here's question number 24. What is the real name of the Scranton Strangler? Is it A, George Howard Scubb, B, Douglas Lyle Goggins, C, Albert Henry DeSalvo, or D, Charles Walter Fink? All right, what do you think? You have 30 seconds starting now. Go ahead and submit what you think the answer is here. What is the real name of the Scranton Strangler? Is it George Howard Scubb, Douglas Lyle Goggins, Albert Henry DeSalvo, or Charles Walter Fink? Just under 15 seconds left for this one. All right, that is time on question 24. Let's see who knew. Okay, 16 of you said George Howard Scubb, 1 for Douglas Lyle Goggins, and 1 for Charles Walter Fink. The correct answer is indeed what the majority of you thought. It's George Howard Scubb. I can't stump you guys too often, which is fine because it means more points and more close scores and more shaken up of the leaderboard. So that was question 24. Here's question 25. Oscar wins a Halloween costume contest with what costume? Is it A, the Count, B, the Rational Consumer, C, Oscar Liar Wiener, or D, Oscar the Grouch? All right, time has started. What do you think? Oscar wins a Halloween costume contest with which of these costumes? Is it the Count, the Rational Consumer, Oscar Liar Wiener, or Oscar the Grouch? All right, that's all the time for question 25. Let's see who knew this one. 16 said the Rational Consumer and 2 said Oscar the Grouch. The correct answer to question 25 is the Rational Consumer, which he's very surprised won. But it did, so well done to those 16 teams. Here's question 26. Michael buys concert tickets from Holly to see which band? Is it A, Counting Crows, B, Alicia Keys, C, Weird Al, or D, Bruce Springsteen? What do you think? You have 30 seconds starting now. Go ahead and get your answers in. Michael buys concert tickets for Holly to see from Holly to see which band? Is it Counting Crows, Alicia Keys, Weird Al, or Bruce Springsteen? All right, that's time on question 26. Let's see how you did. 12 said Counting Crows, 4 said Bruce Springsteen, 1 said Alicia Keys, and 1 said Weird Al. The correct answer for question 26 here is Counting Crows. She had tickets to see them with an ex, I believe, and Michael bought them from her so they wouldn't totally go to waste. So there you go. That's question 26. Here's question 27. What word did Dwight have taped to his forehead in the Diversity Day episode? Was it A, Asian, B, Indian, C, black, or D, Jewish? All right, the timer has now begun. Go ahead and get your answer in. What word did Dwight have taped to his forehead in the Diversity Day episode? Was it Asian, Indian, black, or Jewish? All right, that's time on question 27. Let's take a look at how you did. 12 said Asian, 2 each for Indian, black, and Jewish. The correct answer for this one, though, is Asian. That was the word on the postcard taped to his forehead. So well done to those 12 teams on question 27. Here's question 28 for you. Where did Jim and Pam honeymoon? Was it A, in Greece, B, in Mexico, C, in the Bahamas, or D, in Puerto Rico? Time has now begun. Go ahead and submit your choice. Where did Jim and Pam honeymoon? Was it Greece, Mexico, the Bahamas, or Puerto Rico? Sorry, I've done a lot of trivia lately, so I'm trying to drink as much water as I can to keep my voice intact. All right, that's time for question 28. Let's take a look at how you did. 13 said Puerto Rico, 3 said the Bahamas, and 2 said Mexico. The correct answer for question 28 is Puerto Rico, with 13 teams adding points to their score there. So well done to those 13. Here's question 29. Who is Angela and Dwight's son's godfather? Spoiler alert, I guess that they have a son. But who is the godfather of their son? Is it A, Michael, B, Oscar, C, Jim, or D, Kevin? All right, you have 30 seconds starting now. Go ahead and submit your choice. Who is Angela and Dwight's son's godfather? Is it Michael, Oscar, Jim, or Kevin? All right, that's time on question 29. Let's see how you did. 11 said Oscar, 4 said Michael, 2 said Kevin, and 1 said Jim. The correct answer here is indeed Oscar, with 61% of you getting that one correct. So well done, and here's question 30. What is Dwight's all-time favorite movie? Is it A, American Pie 2, B, Wedding Crasher, C, The Crow, or D, Grizzly Man? All right, time has begun. What do you think? What is Dwight's all-time favorite movie? Is it American Pie 2, Wedding Crasher, The Crow, or Grizzly Man? Just under half the time remaining for this one. All right, that's time on question 30. Let's see who knew it. 11 said the crow, 5 said grizzly man, and 2 said wedding crasher. The correct answer here is the crow. Well done to the 11 that knew that one. And we're going to go to question 31 now, and then we'll take a final look at the leaderboard before the last 5 questions. So here's question 31. Okay, if it loads. Who wins Hottest in the Office award at Michael's last Dundies? Is it A, Michael, B, Jim, C, Ryan, or D, Danny? Okay, time has started. Go ahead and submit your choice. Who wins Hottest in the Office award at Michael's final Dundies? Is it Michael himself, Jim, Ryan, or Danny? All right, that's time on that one. Let's take a look. 9 of you said Danny, 8 said Ryan, and 1 said Jim. The correct answer here is indeed Danny Cordray. 50% of you got that one correct. Well done there. And that means it's time to look at the leaderboard. So here we go. Cupid Sparrow is holding on to first place there. Knights of the Night in second, and Kevin Cock and the Zits in third. The rest of the standings scrolling by below that. And we have just 5 questions left to see if we can shake up the standings at all. So I'm going to let this scroll by one more time, and then I'll get to those last 5 questions for you guys. Alrighty. Question number 32. What false name does Michael sign on the release form from Mr. Brown in the Season 1 episode Diversity Day? Does he sign the name A, Daffy Duck, B, Michael Jordan, C, Donald Duck, or D, Bugs Bunny? All right, time has started. What do you think? What fake name does Michael sign on the release form from Mr. Brown in the Season 1 episode Diversity Day? Does he sign Daffy Duck, Michael Jordan, Donald Duck, or Bugs Bunny? All right, that's time for question 32. Let's see how you did. 10 said Daffy Duck, 7 said Donald Duck, and 1 said Michael Jordan. You guys were on the right track with Duck. It's one of those, and the correct answer here is Daffy Duck. 56% of you got that one correct. Well done. Here's question 33. Which of the following is not a theme of one of the guest rooms at Schrute Farms? There are 3 themes. One of these answers is not one of them. Is it A, nighttime, B, goats, C, irrigation, or D, America? Okay, timer has begun. What do you think? Which of the following is not a theme of one of the guest rooms at Schrute Farms? Is it nighttime, goats, irrigation, or America? Again, 3 of these are actual themes of the guest rooms there. One of them is not. All right, that's time on question 33. Let's see how you did. 13 said goats, 2 said nighttime, 2 said America, and 1 said irrigation. I kind of want to know what the nighttime room looks like, but the correct answer here is goats. There was no goat theme room, sadly. So 72% of you got that one right. Well done. Here's question 34. What boy's name was Michael's pick for Jan's unborn child? Was his pick A, Gary, B, Todd, C, Ryan, or D, Chevy? Time has started for this question. Go ahead and submit your choice. What boy's name was Michael's pick for Jan's unborn child? Was it Gary, Todd, Ryan, or Chevy? Or Chevy. I don't think I've ever met a Chevy, so I wouldn't know how to pronounce it. All right, that's time on question 34. Let's see. 11 said Chevy, 4 said Ryan, 3 said Gary, and nobody said Todd, but that's okay because it's not the right answer. The correct answer for this one is Chevy or Chevy. 61% of you got that one correct, so well done there on question 34. We have just 2 questions remaining tonight for you guys. So let's get right to question number 35. Creed won the lottery by being born in the USA, but he also has a second passport for which of these countries? Is it A, Colombia, B, Germany, C, Switzerland, or D, Sweden? All right, you have 30 seconds starting now. Creed won the lottery by being born in the USA, but he also has a second passport for which of these countries? Is it Colombia, Germany, Switzerland, or Sweden? My favorite is when he wins the fridge in the casino episode and he says, I've never owned one of these before. Oh boy. All right, that's time on question 35. Let's see how you did. 9 of you said Switzerland, 5 said Colombia, 3 said Sweden, and 1 said Germany. One of these is correct, of course, and the right answer here was Switzerland. 9 of you got that correct. Well done to those teams. Just 1 question left, so here it is, question 36. How much did the video iPod cost in the Christmas party episode? Was it A, $200, B, $350, C, $250, or D, $400? All right, you have 30 seconds starting now. How much did the video iPod cost in the Christmas party episode? Michael mentions it, even though he's only supposed to spend, I think, $25. He says he spent how much on that video iPod? Was it $200, $350, $250, or $400? It's wild to think about a video iPod now. All right, that's time on question 36, our final question of the evening. So let's see who got this one. Pretty good answer split. 7 said 400, 6 said 250, and 2 said 200, 2 said 350. I'll tell you, it's up there. This surprised me when reading the answer to this question. It is $400 for a video iPod. So that means 7 teams added some points to their score at the last minute. And that is the last question that I had for you all tonight. So let's go ahead and see who our winners are. All right, Knights of the Night moved to first place, only 100 points ahead of Cupid Sparrow in second, and Kiana K in third place there, with the rest of the standings scrolling by below. So there you go. Those are all the Office trivia questions I have for you guys tonight. Unfortunately, I could talk about The Office all day, ask trivia questions about The Office all day. So that is all. It's just Monday, but I hope that this helped your week start off a little better than a normal Monday. And I hope that everybody had fun. You had some great team names in here this evening. So thank you for that. That always makes that's why I always say if you want to change it to a fun team name, you can. It just makes it a little bit more fun. So again, that is all the trivia for tonight. Thank you so much to the Fountaindale Public Library for sponsoring this trivia night for you all. It is so awesome of them to add a little bit more fun into your night that way. So yeah, I can't thank them enough. And I hope that you guys had fun. If you liked playing this trivia game, Baig of Tricks hosts plenty of other trivia games. Go ahead and check out the Facebook page for more on that. And check out Fountaindale Public Library's page too, so you can see if they're hosting another event soon. So that is all that I have for you guys tonight. Let me switch back to my face to see if there are any YouTube comments. Okay, there is just my face. Hello. So let's take a look. Not too many comments. Oh, the cheesy pita pocket, yep. Will there be additional trivia? Becca F says every second Monday of the month, which is awesome. Feel free to drop her some suggestions for themes then. You guys are so welcome. This is again, it's such a fun way for me to spend my evenings, and I hope it is for you as well. Thank you so much again. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys, have a good night.